Welcome back, everyone. Drake Hawkins with you again, and we're back in EU4 for some more of our Pax Romana. We have expanded to almost the entirety of the central and sort of northern Italian region. Got a few islands off in the Mediterranean here. We got Rhodes, we got Crete, and we got Cyprus. Speaking of Cyprus, we are ferrying over some fine fellows here to go take care of the rabble uprisings that we've had to pay down a few times. Hopefully we'll be able to take care of that without too much manpower loss. Napoli has an 18.5 or 2.7 years from revolt. The Milanese are 11.5 years from revolt, and we have our dudes hanging out up here to help take Savoy. Savoy? Alright, so we'll move them in there. We are, of course, in a war that the fine peoples of Provence called us into to help them out. Castilian separatists holding Sevilla. Man, that really affects the trade power of Morocco, though. This, right here, let's see. The Aragon, Castile owns 11%, Morocco owns 7%. Normally they're very, very tiny ownership of that region, but stop it. Stop with the opening the text menu. Alright, unknown command. Yes, I didn't want the command to be a thing. My hotkeys are set to when I move my scroll mouse left. Well, there you go. Look at that. Participation in the war. Did that give me participation? Yep, 4 points or 3% participation in this war. Yay. What else could we possibly do in this war? We could, well, we can't go smash any troops. I imagine the enemies have quite a few ships. Yes, they have a supremely larger fleet than we do. If they get around in the Mediterranean, they're going to get their butts whooped. But, yeah, they won't be doing that. We can go drop our guys here for a tick or two. Because they've got their fully maintained fort here, which will crash down and burn real darn quick once we pop in there. Some more money and Republican tradition bashing. Now, I think we'll take the stability hit this time. And we'll go and just boost that right up. Cost us 100 points or so. Another building we can build. Well, we're going to, of course, work on some more manpower. Rhodes gets another 312 to their manpower. If it'll tick, thank you. 57 positive percentage in Savoy. Who's sieging that? This is being sieged out by Genoa. Interesting. Occupied by Milan. Thriving army industry. Protect against Muscovy. We get the bonus for protect against Muscovy. Apparently they must have lost some dudes, because I don't remember gaining any right now. I don't know. Whatever happened there. They must have been fighting some rebellions or something. Yeah, look at that. Rebellions in Tver. Muscovite peasantry everywhere. Probably a big uprising, and they lost a bunch of men, and that pushed us above. Vassalize Milan, rival of rival. Castile should be our friend. Do we want Castile as a friend? I feel like not. I feel like Castile's just a nice little fat target for somebody to take out. Let's go rival of rival and cancel it. Alright, the Greek separatists are at 60%. Siege of Novara is finished, and that is now under Milan's control. Let's head over to Cremona, finish pushing down this, there we go, 0%, so that will finish. There you go, Savoy has ended its war. Or no, they haven't, they ended one of their wars. Milan is now, well, they're not going to be vassalizable, but do we have a truce with them? Yeah, we do. Provence wants territory. I could hand this to Provence. What do they want for territory here? Actually, oh, they want Navarra. I'm not sure I like that idea. That'll make us physical borders. That'd be silly, brother. Silly. But if I could take Milan. 33 development. What a province. What a province. Let Napoli tick its way up until the top end. Peace with Milan. They tried to take Milan, and Milan kicked their butts. Well, Milan and friends kicked their butts. Naxos is really happy with me, so I'll let that come back. Venice is a little unhappy. Hostile rhetoric. Aggressive expansion. Who knew? We'll lose some Diplo points. I don't need any higher aggressive expansion. I need the Tunisians to end their alliance with the Ottomans. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Not likely to be able to do that. And they are not interested in not warring with me. I can't get a claim on this until I vassalize these guys, which of course I can't, or annex these guys, which I can't do because their liberty desire is so darn high right now. It's going to stay high for a very long time. Mamluks, however, might be an actual legitimate target. How are the Mamluks for army? Well, they have 8 light ships. Let's see their armies. Mamluks, Mamlukians, where are you? The Mamluks, there you go. 23,000 troops, that's not a real threat. We are bigger than you. 7k troops in have already been trained, so let's go ahead and actually... Why, dude? Why are you not moving? Why are you not moving? Wow, really? Thought we were on the way. Apparently not. That would be awkward if that popped. Oh, Mamluks declare war on Ethiopia. Interesting. Maybe we should start queuing up against the Mamluks. Let's go ahead and grab some control on Mamluk territory here. There's some claims on Mamluk territory. That would be a lovely opportunity to snag some goodies there. Is this going to shut down the Greek separatists? No, 1%. 1.0. So they might still trickle. War exhaustion should deplete. No, it won't. We are currently at war. So it will not go down. I could buy it down, but not worth doing. What else could we do? I think the idea of hitting the Mamluks is actually a great one. The Ottomans, however, not so much. Let's see. The Ottomans have 68,000 troops in the field with 72,000 manpower. They got like 3 times my capacity. Well, no, they're not quite double my manpower, and they're definitely not double my force limit. Did we even get down there in time? We did. Excellent. Oh boy, that's hurting. Why is that hurting so much? What did they get? A 1-2 general. Bad rolls or something? Yeah, we must have just had some early bad rolls. Well, that's unfortunate. That just cost me 8,500 dudes. They were all mercs. Consolidate. Thank you. That's dealt with. So the Greek separatists are at 0.9, and the Milanese separatists are going to be gone right away here too. Perhaps we look to the south. Perhaps we look to the south. Ethiopia, Madrabari, and Makua. We can't declare war without a casus belli, because that would hurt. Shamar will join. I don't want any of these other guys. None of these other guys are going to be interested in joining us. We are just about to deplete the Greek separatists. They're not going to hit 100 because they're at so low right now. Oh, we have maxed out points for admin, or for Diplo. Are we ahead of time? We're not ahead of time anymore. So let's go ahead and grab that and grab that. Great. And how close are we to the military? No, not bad. We have, we need another 100 or so points. You guys, we already did take those. Okay. Alright, that's fine. Military points, we shouldn't be too far behind on. We get 14. We have to wait till we hit 14 to put more points into admin. Ugh. Well, that clearly means... well, you know what that means. There we go. Nope. That just was Savoy leaving the war. Savoy is now what? Just out of the war. Switzerland is a rival? Really? I feel like that's a little bit of a stretch there, Savoy. He has 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 7 provinces? 8 provinces? You have 1? You're not really a threat to him. Truce ends when with Milan? 1543. So we got another 11 years before that truce ends. I think we just let Europe alone for now. What? Is Aragon actually losing to Sicily, Alsace, and Bavaria? I feel like that's less than realistic. Alright, Mamluk and Separatists are gonna get their butts whooped? No? Maybe not. Maybe they just won a fight. Come on, fabricating claims. Truce with Portugal has ended. Well, that's lovely. I really don't care what type of claims I get, numbers-wise. I just want claims. Provinces that these guys have claims on. What do they? The Ottomans have a lot of claims. Holy man. Genoa has a claim on Alexandria. I feel like that's a little bit of a stretch as well. Man, if we could take Alexandria though, holy man. Grab a hold of some Alexandrian trade node. I think we own like a ton of it already. Yeah, we have 18% of the trade there. Oof, that's pretty good. That is pretty good. I wouldn't mind getting... Theodore declares war on Genoa. Cleanse the heresy. That's fantastic. Allied with Muscovy. Really? Interesting. Theodoro is probably not at all interested in allying us, but they're not too far off. Napoli has been converted to Protestant by the lovely Pisa trade center, religious center. How is the Protestantism and Reformatism going? Switzerland is decided to take on the Reform faith. Who else is going to grab that up? I don't know. No, I'm not seeing another one real close. Not seeing another one form yet. There might still be an option for someone to form in. Greek separatists are pretty much done. Let's actually go ahead and use some of this manpower, and we're way below our force limit, right? We're 26 points below our force limit. We had some artillery over here, don't we? We do 4 of them over there. I think we'll leave it at the 10 for now, as far as artillery goes, and bring up military. How many? Yeah, we have 6 cavalry, 10 artillery. I think we'll bring in 4 more cavalry, just to bring it up to a nice round 10 and 10, and then spend the rest of our manpower on infantry here. Boost those numbers. Oops, not what I wanted to do. I want to grab these dudes and bring them back to the capital to disperse them. That is some force limit there that will deplete, or some cash issues there that will go away. We are definitely sucking up a lot of money with that. We could mothball the fleet. We don't have a... Yeah, let's mothball our fortresses because we don't have anybody... Oh wait, did we take care of the... Yes. Devastation's gone everywhere. Yes, good. Yeah, so I'm going to mothball those because they really aren't an issue in this war, and they are not an issue for cash and protecting us around the area. Yes, that's wonderful. Our inflation is dropping. We're making 18.7 a month. And we still have almost $9 ducats a month in mercenary costs. So much money in this city, this country. It's absurd. It's just absurd. Let's keep building our barracks everywhere. I don't know that we'll go with these. 250 is probably the lowest that I'll spend on. After that, the points are probably better off spent somewhere else. Let's go ahead and dismantle the merc force there. We're now should be substantially higher than that. Yes? 4.9. Come on. Let's see the boost. Wait a second. Why did it not jump a bunch? Well, we only took out 5 ducats worth. Some points in military? No, we're not going to spend those. We want to get our military tech 11 right away. Combat width increase, cavalry fire increase, and infantry shock increase. That is actually quite a turn. Lose 5 prestige. Well, that's unfortunate. We have 87 to go. Or to spare, but, you know. Yes, I know my country's at war. Not really. We're kind of not doing anything in this war. Is there anybody that we actually could reach? No, eh? It's basically just a sit back and let the timer pass type of a war. I love how Sicily is actually beating the Aragonese forces. That's fantastic. It's quite funny, actually. Look at our military engineer guy left us. That's too bad. I think we'll go with the morale of armies. That's lovely to have a nice one technique. Really? These caravels still haven't caught up? Come here, caravels. You're kind of annoying me. How many caravels do we have in total? We have 17. Where's the other straggler? Where are you, straggler? Come here. I know you're around. Oh, there they are. Good. You're all together now? All together now. All together now. Into Genoa. There you go. Lovely. And this is the... Yes, that's the war galleys doing the anti-piracy stuff. 93% there. Okay. Venice could be annexed before too long, I bet. How far are they? How close are they to being annexable? Well, we need 190 relations with them first, which is building, and we can actually probably get... No, we can only get 2 more with them. Oops. Okay, so it'll be a while. Speaking of which, just finished there. We have till 34, so another year, just over a year before we can annex them. And I don't think our relationship will build that much by then. No, it's not likely to. We could influence the nation. We don't have the money to, do we? Yes, we can. We do, but that's not really worth doing right now. Whoa, Croatia, hello, where'd you... Oh, Hungary just cracked. Again, they got smacked by somebody else. Guaranteeing the independence of Wallachia, that's gonna hurt you. Oh my gosh, another one. Saxony, Bohemian, Croatia declared war, or a war just ended with them. Jeepers, buddy. Speaking of Croatia, I love the checkerboard. They're like one of my favorite flags. I don't know why. The checkerboard is just awesome. Austria has a permanent claim here, do they? They do. They have a permanent claim on a bunch of this stuff. Austria's got their mind set on some... Oh, but they're losing a war against... Oh, they're in a war against Theodoro and Muscovy. It's gotta hurt, buddy. It's gotta hurt. Muscovy wants Azov. Interesting. How are you doing, Mamluks? Are you winning your war? It shows that you're winning your war. In fact, you were against 3. you push somebody out of the war. That's interesting. Man, I wish I could break the Tunisian alliance with Ottomans somehow. But it won't work. Not even my super great powers are going to do the job. Alsace was pulled out of the war against Sicily. Aragon's huge. Pomerania is having religious civil disorder. Why is that? Because they have Protestant zealots. Yep, they're having Protestant issues. Excellent. Keep it up. Are you guys Protestant or are you Catholic? You're still Catholic. So you're being upset by the true faith. The true faith, indeed. Fabricate a claim. Now, where do I want to claim? I guess we just ransack down here, don't we? So let's start with Darna. And I guess we can, well, do we keep going to fabricate a few more, or do we just take advantage of the attack time now? I think maybe we should start ferrying troops over there. Let's go with 4 cavalry, or 4 artillery, 3 cavalry, and 4 sit there. Send them to Crete. That will do. We have a claim on the Mamluks' territory now. They have a truce with Tunis, Ottomans, a truce with Shamar. Interesting. Shamar left the war. They seem to be winning their war against Ethiopia. Yeah, there's some sieging going on there. Attacker controls Massawa. So they already have their war goal. Which is, I think, down here. Somewhere. But I like the idea of a counter to the Ottomans in the Mamluks, but they never managed to do it, so. More buying, more building. Barracks 250 for Medina is the last of those. Let's see what else. Do we have more taxable space? No. Monthly autonomy, state maintenance. Minus 25% state maintenance. So how would that pan out? I've never done that for the money. Let's look at our state maintenance. Minus 25%. Let's see. The most expensive one is Lazio Campania. That's actually in it's Roma and Napoli at the moment. Areas. Roma, Napoli, and Salerno. Okay, so this state right here, this light purple one here. Mauve. This state costs us 0.45 per month. 25% of that would be about 11-ish, 11.5-ish. 0.1.5, and that means if we built this thing, the state maintenance bonus would give us 0.1 per month, taking about 75 to 80 years to pay for itself. But it would reduce the autonomy in the provinces. In the state, it would reduce autonomy quite substantially. Is that owned by? Yeah, that's owned by the clergy, so it wouldn't reduce that at all. So yeah, the major center of trade will probably end up going to the burghers. I don't know that that's a particularly useful building. We got to put in a cut here. Regiment base. It's 200 to make a regimental base, though. Oh, wait, we've got some manufactories available. Forgot about that. Local goods produced. Naval supplies, fish, and salt, as well as wool, cloth, silk, and dye. This produces Lucca. So what do these provinces produce? Cloth, silk, and dye, okay. Interesting. So these produce... I've never done these manufacturers, but I hear they're pretty good. I know Quill thinks they're pretty good, so maybe, you know, they should be good. I love watching his material. See, these play into the, not the next, but the one after it. Institutions. They play into manufactories. Where is it? The penalty for not having manufactories is now 0%. That's the... not the actual manufactories. Have a naval manufacturer. Have one of the manufactories. The year is at least 1650 with one of the manufacturers. Yeah, that's basically what I need to do for 1650. So I have a chance to. Goods produced modifier plus 10%. That's interesting. A merchant plus 1 for having, once we embrace global trade, which is great. The printing press isn't even out though. It's another 17 years away. Stability cost modifier. And the printing press could spawn with us. Yeah, Protestant or Reformed. And we get a big bonus for the printing press development because we are Protestant. So, alright, well, we're going to put in a cut. We'll be back next time to kick off a war against the Mamluks if all goes well. They are currently sort of winning their war against Ethiopia. Score has actually fallen for them. And we are currently in a bit of a stalemate with our support of the war that Provence started. The English had dropped a bunch of troops, about 30,000 or so, over here in the west and the northern Iberian Peninsula, but they got themselves kicked right back out. They have naval control of the strait, in fact everywhere with their heavies, so they're not going to be messing around there, and they're not going to come into the Mediterranean because then they would be fighting galleys on their own turf. So that's going to be where we put in the cut. Thank you so much for joining me, and let me know what you think of things and how it's going, and as always, I will see you in game.